things that our primary goals have been. Um, Now we can go do. Should we do more MSQ or should? We, oh wait, I can already do a pup no longer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Me too. I guess we could just turn that in to see what it unlocks.
Yeah,
Um,
I have no idea what that.
if if I
But
remember correctly, did you want to do whenever it was available? Did you want to do
oh,
your job
jobs.
quests at the start of the stream or at the end of the stream? I don't remember what your.
I think it was at this point I think it was like let me bring this up so I can hear you better. Okay. I think it was all the music ended. No sounds were happening.
Okay, it looks like it'll be a trek in order to turn in a pup no longer.
Oh? Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
because it looks like we need to take something, probably a boat, from Lower Lenosha, which I haven't attuned to, so I can't teleport there.
Yeah.
Which we can get from Middle Lenosha.
That could be interesting. At least gets us to a new place.
That's true.
Do we? Then again, that's giving like news story vibes.
If I understand correctly, the Wolf's Den Pier is the location of the place you go to do PvP stuff. So I don't think it unlocks anything important.
Okay. Well, let's. I don't think we should worry about that. To be honest, I think the new story is, or the new job is primary, and we've gotten that right.
Yep, you should have it unlocked. You should be able to go to
Gridania.
class. Yeah, you should be able to go to the Archer Master, and you'll be. Well, I don't remember how Archer hands off to Bard, but that's where you start the quest chain for your job.
Okay. Well, let's go there. So I guess we'll do Gridania. I'll initiate it. Never mind.
You can just return, right?
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
We're
you haven't moved your home, right?
Yeah, I have not. I forgot about that. This is Abraska's daughter. Oh, do you want me to start a jam session if you want to be able to hear the music while playing without having to listen to the stream?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Well, I guess anybody can actually join the thing. Oh, man. If anybody wants to start suggesting sounds to put into the redeems, go ahead and join my Discord and do so, because I am planning on doing a lot of that. I'm also really sad that I created an entire app for for a cozy cottage, and then my computer doesn't have the bandwidth. Like I have the bandwidth as far as, you know, the internet itself being utilized, but I do not have the ability to run the application while streaming a multiplayer game or an online game.
Of course.
So I need to, and also it costs money to have that hosted off, like on someone else's server, right? So I need to figure that out before I create something. But I also found out that I can utilize I can actually create everything as a visual, like a little hamlet that could be on the screen. like a 2D Hamlet where everybody's cottage is presented. And I can use RPG Maker MZ in order to do that with all the websockets and everything. So I'm actually pretty excited now that I'm like, oh, I can actually, I can make a game, a full game that you can interact with. Then again, that becomes a different problem because now I'm adding more taxing stuff going on. So I'll figure that out. What was Lucian's?
Sinister as heck.
Sinister as heck?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Like she started out, I think, relatively.
Like kind of like the
innocent,
British.
Yeah, but then she became somewhat like you made her sound very, very sinister.
Started to become slightly unhinged, like a From Software NPC. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like an evil Michael Caine.
Who's Michael Caine? Do I remember who Michael Caine is?
He's been. I might be getting his name somewhat wrong, but he's Batman.
Oh, Alfred.
Yeah, and several other things in Nolan movies.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Matt Gray. With that, we had time to banter. Okay, that's a way of phrasing that. Would that we had time to banter, but we're all up in arms here. Yet another Exali dirigible has been spotted over the 12th, you see. Their reappearance calls to mind the Battle of Griffin Crossing. Well, I say battle. Most are agreed that massacre would be rather appropriate. Aye, Ixali dealt us a crushing defeat that day. Right around this time of year, it was more than 2 decades past. A humiliating episode in our history, to be sure, but heavens forbid that we ever forget it. Failure is the finest, if not the kindest, of teachers, and few things drive a man better than its sting. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna have to relearn Lucian, my version of Lucian. This is more like sensual sinister rather than evil sinister, or like passive aggressive sinister. But let's speak of cheerier matters. Mayhap you've already heard? But a renowned archer has recently returned to the 12's Wood. You know, the one they call God's Bow. That's just a title, of course. His birth name is Jehentel. And he was once of the God's Quiver. The man was a legend even then, and there was no honor greater than being taken under his tutelage. But that's not all there is to him, mind you. Jehentel was also a skilled bard, one of the rare few capable of inspiring others to great feats through song. Upon learning that the God's Bow had returned, dozens of us flocked to him in hopes of training under a legend, yours truly included. Alas, the meetings haven't unfolded quite as we had hoped. Jehentel has refused to teach each and every suitor that has approached him thus far. Though it should be mentioned that the topics he is reluctant to instruct us in do not include poetry and song. He seems excitingly keen to teach us all about them. Some few of us were tempted to take him up on the offer, save that we have a nation to defend. Far be it from my intent to belittle all those bards out there, but I would like my chances rather better charging into battle with a quiver and a harp than a harp. And here we were hoping that transcendent mastery of the bow might be ours. By the sparkle in your eyes, I'd wager you have an interest that self-sames poetry and song. Come now, there is no call for shyness, and there is more to life than battle. If you present yourself as a pupil to Jantel, I happen to know his whereabouts. I'm given to understand that he has made his camp somewhere west Quarry Mill. In the South Shroud, Jantel is an agreeable sort of fellow, and should he be willing to meet with you. Truth be told, I'm still holding out hope. If you could find your way into Jantel's confidence, mayhap he can yet be persuaded to train us. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Well, okay. Jantel. He's either gentle, maybe he's like a mix between a gentle Gentile that has a lot of hints. So he's the Riddler. Wait, hold on. Before I, like, is the
Yeah, you're right.
Riddler, okay, the Riddler is not Jewish, so he is a Gentile. Yes. Okay. I want to be very clear because there's a lot of comics. A lot of comics were written by Jewish people, and I want to point out when they put in representation because it's important. Oh, I'm going into a wall.
Should eat something.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Food? What's that? Instead, I'm just going to drink orange juice. That's good enough, right?
That's what I did.
Oh, okay, hold on. A song of bards and bowmen. Okay, I want to be very clear at this point in time. If you have not read, okay, you don't need to know everything about the media, but I need to make it clear that. Okay, hold on. Let me make certain that I have this on my map so we can. Where am I? If you haven't read, or at least cursorily glanced at the A Song of Ice and Fire, not that I like the writing, but hey, it's important because like this is a song of bards and bowmen. But if you haven't done that, or you haven't read Pride and Prejudice, or of what? Oh no, I can't remember the title. Fuck. I can't find. Okay, so the reason I'm saying this, like, because there's a lot of a blank of blank and blank. But also, so Pride and Prejudice. Oh, what? Why am I? Of Ash and Thorn, Oak and Thorn. These are very important concepts that are titles the way they. Oh, I have a thing. if you haven't read those kind of titles, you're gonna have a hard time recognizing